Hey Pisceans, welcome to the Crow Tarot. This is your first half of January general reading. Just a note here, because this is a general reading and not a personal reading, it may or may not resonate with you. Please always feel free to check your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Those may, resonate more with you, just depending on where you're at. Time is super fluid and thus super changeable, okay? Please always keep that in mind. And with that being said, let's get right on into it. I like to start with some animal energy as a nice pre-show. So what animal energy messages do we have for Pisces for the first half of January? Let's get some cards here for Pisces. Oh, buddy, buffalo. I love this card. Let me try with the buffalo. The buffalo is about abundance, but it's also having faith that you will always have everything you need materially and figuratively, meaning that you'll always have, the buffalo knows that it will always have exactly what it needs, literally and figuratively, okay? They have faith, and look, they always have exactly what they need. That's what this is about. Ooh, this is one of the most auspicious cards to get out of the animal deck, by the way, because this is also saying, believe that you're gonna have abundance and you will. This wouldn't be coming up if you weren't due for abundance in January. Let's get some tarot here. What messages do we have for Pisces for the first half of January, please? Please and thank you. What do we got for Pisces here? Ooh. Okay. Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. Let's keep going before I speak too much on that. Let's see. Pisces, first half of January, what do we got? Okay, Three of Swords. Now I'm understanding when the buffalo came up. Okay, don't despair. Let's see what's going on here. Interesting. This is feeling kind of like about work. Okay, or like money. Pisces, first half of January, please. First half of January, please. Okay. Strength in reverse. Okay. I'm going to pull some more in a second, but I just want to speak on these first. Okay. So there is a inability or unwillingness to move on from a situation or a location is what I'm getting for you guys. This three, I think you guys may be a little stressed out. This is making so much sense why the buffalo came in to speak to y'all. You guys might be feeling some stress, right? About this inability to move on to something new. Now, this could be about work, but it could also be about your physical geography, right? You guys might kind of want to move somewhere else, even if it's in the same town, to another house or something, or it could be completely different location, and something is keeping you from doing that. And I wonder if it's circumstances out of your own control where you're like, really? Right? Strength in reverse here is just saying this is also a call to surrender, okay? Was what I'm getting for you guys in this context. Like, surrender to the roadblocks that might be coming up here, because what I'm also getting here too is, while some of these roadblocks may be external given circumstances that you really can't control, but it could be worsened or heightened or fogged out by your own reaction towards it. Okay? Yeah, let's get some more information here. I will tell you, this feels like it's about work or home situation, okay? I will say that. That's what the buffalo represents too, okay? Let's get, let's get some clarifiers on why this Three of Wands is here in reverse. Why is the Three of... Okay. Yeah. This makes sense. Okay, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling some impatience here. I'm really feeling like this is about work or home situation. Could be both. Maybe one is affecting the other. So you guys are feeling a little impatient, like you want this to resolve itself already, okay? which makes sense here. You're wanting to move on from your given situation, but you're unable to at this time. Please remember that there's a greater reason that we can't see when we get a roadblock here, okay? Why is this Three of Swords in reverse here, please? Why is this Three of Swords in reverse for Pisces for first half of January? Here we go. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords for the Three of Swords. I feel like you might be frustrated with someone around you. This could be like a landlord or someone at work, like a boss situation, someone who could even be a coworker, but it feels like someone who has a little bit of saying power, right? I feel like you could be frustrated because I feel, here's the deal. This feels like you feel like your path and your fate is out of your hands somehow. That's what this feels like. Like, can I just get what I want already? Why isn't this happening? And I feel like there's someone here who I feel like, you know, this may be even less about what you're doing to yourself because the Queen of Swords came up here. You could be dealing with this person that we're talking about, air energy, okay? Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, okay? I feel like also they're showing me someone who's really blunt, okay? Pisceans don't receive bluntness all too well. It's like, can you like chill and like just like speak to me from a place of like, you know, emotional sweetness, or just be, you know, can you just not be so blunt and watch your words a little bit? This feels like someone whose delivery is lacking. Again, this feels like work or family, but guys, don't worry. This doesn't. The fact that you got the buffalo here is a huge signifier that everything's going to be okay. And I just want to tell you what's on the bottom of the deck here, okay? You know, let's talk about, yeah, this does not feel like this is about love for most of you. This just feels like there might be love coming in to temper what's going on in the given circumstances. That's what this feels like to me, okay? Why is the Strength card here in reverse for Pisces for first half of January? Yeah, Capricorn energy here. Okay, let's talk about this. The buffalo is the antithesis in terms of energy. The buffalo is the antithesis of devil energy. Now, this devil energy, for me in this context especially, is about engaging in 3D thinking, behavior, action. Right? I feel like you guys might be lacking some faith here because of this, you know, external situation here. I feel like you're lacking the faith, and I think you might get to this place where you're like, you know, I really had faith that all this was going to work out, but one thing seems to be happening after another. I'm frustrated with this person who's a little blunt here, right? I'm a little tired of waiting for my ships to come in. I'd like to move on, but it's out of my hands as to when and if I can do so. So you guys might just, you know, there might be a little loss of faith here, a little lack of faith, nothing you can't get back. And the buffalo is saying, keep the faith. You will always have exactly what you need. And trust me, if you're feeling frustrated around this situation and you want to move on, but you're not able to right now, there is a greater reason for that will reveal itself in time. Please remember, we do not always know what's best. Actually, we never know what's best in terms of cosmically, right? The universe, our guides, however you want to look at it, have our best interests in mind. Remember, for the best and highest good of all involved and in divine timing. I feel like you're trying to force your will upon a situation in a way, and it's leaving you frustrated. So, you know what? Surrender. Surrender and all will be well, okay? That buffalo, I'm telling you, this does not come up for a reading that, or for someone that, you know, it's not gonna be okay for. This is gonna be more than okay. You're gonna get everything you thought you wanted, but better. That's what this is. What you thought you wanted, but better. That's what it is, okay? You know what? Usually I'd move on to Oracle at this point. I want to get one more card, but I'm going to word this really specifically. What does Pisces have to look forward to for the... Okay, listen. Justice will be served. Okay, everything is going to come into alignment in its own way. But you know, when this is in the upright, it's kind of like, you know, it could be, you know, it's the marriage card, but it's also a fair assessment of things, everything working out. The fact that this is in reverse, I feel like what it's speaking to is that, again, this is speaking to your lack of faith that everything is going to turn out, you know, fair in the end. And this is just saying, this is just kind of like, you know, coming in and going, you know what? Keep the faith even when there are no plausible reasons to in the external, okay? Keep the faith. I'm going to pull one more about that. In terms of what Pisces has to look forward to in the first half of January, why is that Hierophant in reverse? I just want to get a clarifier for you. Clarifier for Pisces. I love it. Tower in reverse. Listen, what this is telling me loud and clear is things seem a lot worse than they actually are. Okay? So what this is telling me too is a lot of this, you know, could be, it doesn't have to be this intense, but I feel like this is what it is in your mind. And I feel like you might be creating a prison in your own mind around this. But just know, right, that everything that is difficult or out of your control is going to right itself, okay? And again, I feel like the overall message here is at the buffalo. You will always have the abundance you need, plus more. But keep the faith, because they're telling me to remind y'all that what resists persists, and what you give energy to manifests. So if you are focusing on what you don't have, you're gonna have more not to have. Does that make sense? Okay. So keep it positive as much as possible. Okay? All right, let's get some oracle cards for you guys. Let's get some oracle cards here. Oh, they're calling me to say one thing too. None of this is set in stone. This can be greatly dictated by your attitude towards it. If you get frustrated about these things, it's only going to worsen it. But if you decide to surrender and let it be and trust, I think this could be a lot less hard going than it appears right now. Okay, what's the oracle advice for Pisces for first half of January, please? Ooh. Here we go. Stone people, vigilance. This is exactly what we were just saying. Okay, keep the faith. Okay, stay vigilant. Stay positive, because it's all going to be good. It's going to be better than you think it will be, is what I'm getting to. Let's get another one. Let's get one more. I just heard them tell me that that's all, you know, like that's the point of it, but I want to get one more anyway. One more for Pisces for first half of January. Yeah, Green Man, synergy. This is not being able to see the trees through the forest. Okay? I feel like your best ally here too is just holding on to your faith, focusing on positive things. I'm also seeing here too, you know what, you may be called to, this is for the health conscious people I'm getting this for. You may be indulged to, or you might be wanting to indulge in really 3D things, like, you know, maybe you're having trouble sticking with your eating plan, or I don't know, whatever it is. You might just need to watch TV and eat pizza. That's what I'm gonna call this. Eat pizza and watch TV. And listen, this can manifest for you in whatever way, right? If you were a smoker and you haven't been smoking, you may want to smoke again, right? This is just coming up for me as like that might happen for you. And here's what I'm going to say to you. Always use your best judgment, but always consider, like, what's the balance between like doing just enough, letting yourself have that pizza, versus not going overboard and like just completely going off the rails and, you know, having a 6-pack of beer, right? There's a balance here. So I'm hearing that for you guys. Okay, guys, this is your first half of January general reading, you guys. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, would you please let me know in the comments below and subscribe and drop me a like, please. Also, I'm available for personal readings at the moment. So if this is resonating with you and you want some more information about how to navigate these waters coming up, all that information is in the About Me section. And with that being said, thank you, Pisces, for being here. Thank you for watching this. I so appreciate it. Thank you for being you, Pisces, and be well.